Greetings and welcome to your weekly forecast, Thoth Tarot and Angel Message. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video, checking out the channel. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. What we'll be doing in this message is looking at the energies coming to us in the coming week and kind of getting a heads up on what we may be expecting, things to be looking out for, things that we can use to our advantage, and things that we may want to kind of step away from. So I do obviously have a little bit of a preview on it for me so that I can give you guys this reading. And I will tell you that this coming week's energy, as I'm sure you probably already suspected, is not going to necessarily be a smooth, easy sailing week. But just like when we know the actual weather forecast outside, we can plan if it's going to rain to bring an umbrella or wear a little rain boots. We know that if it's going to be super hot and sunny, that we're going to put on sunscreen and wear our sunglasses, right? So we prepare for things. We don't sit there and bemoan that it's snowing outside or it's sunny outside. We just take steps to accommodate whatever that external weather is. And we do the same thing with our energy forecasts for the week, where knowing what may be coming towards us, we can prepare and use it to our best advantage. Take advantage of those rainstorms to give the car a bit of a rinse, as it were, right? So what are we looking at for this coming week? We start out with a 3-card spread. We're looking at Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday. Then we'll look into the latter part of Wednesday and into Thursday, Friday. Finally, we'll look at the weekend's energy and pull a angel card from the Doreen Virtue Messages from Your Angels deck that we all love, to see who our angel is that's going to be watching out for us and watching over us for the coming week. So let's start out with our first card for the week, and we're looking at Dominion, the 2 of Wands. This is Mars in Aries, or the Hebrew letter Chakma. We see the 2 doorways crossed, meaning destruction, as the beginning of creation. Hot fire in its highest form. This is energy initiating a current of force, harmony of rule, and justice. It can represent influence over another, or boldness, courage, and fierceness. Now, in the Smith Rider, or the Rider-Waite tarot, in the traditional tarot, we see a lady that is seated on a rock. There's a castle and water behind her, but she's got a blindfold on and her back is turned to what's going on behind her. She's got these 2 swords, one in each hand, crossed across her chest. She is stuck. She cannot make a decision. She is stymied. This is often feeling the wands crossed, implying a deadlock due to energies working at cross purposes. This could refer to an internal conflict, a question between optimism and pessimism in your own psyche, for example, or some situation where you feel like regardless of which way you go, you're going to be making the wrong choice. This could be a standoff with another person or rubbing up against limitations that are currently imposed on you. This card can also point to the possibility of creeping self-doubt, the kind that arises in a situation where you have bitten off more than you can chew. Give yourself a moment to take in the full picture of what is happening. Find your bearings, get grounded before launching back into action. Deal with any real concerns that may be at issue in your life right now before they become regrets, okay? So you may feel stuck, you may feel stymied, you may feel torn. What you are always being advised to do in every situation, regardless of whether it's personal, to do with your health or fitness, whether it's to do with a work relationship or a personal relationship or family, does not matter. Does not matter. You are being called to take a bold step, make a choice, make a decision, take action one way or the other. If you make the wrong choice, you'll know it pretty fast and you'll be able to correct. Just like any other sailor, you're allowed to make mistakes. Take the lessons that you learn from those mistakes and make a decision. Make a choice. If you would just take off that blindfold, if you would just uncross your arms, if you would just center and ground yourself, you will see the picture more clearly and you will be able to make that decision that you're feeling a little stymied on right now. Okay, so that's what we've got going for Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday. What are we looking at for the latter part of Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday? What have we got going? The Queen of Cups. Okay, so coming out of the fire energy of the wands, we're going into the water energy of emotion. The Queen of Cups represents the watery energy of water. This is the passive and receptive quality of water. She's almost invisible as she's enveloped in these shadowy reflections. We have a woman who reflects the nature of the observer. She's dreamy, tranquil, imaginative, kind, yet not willing to take much trouble for another. She's often affected by her surrounding influences. Therefore, this card is more dependent than most other cards. Okay? We see this mysterious figure sitting on the water, bathed in spherical blue light that's shining in elliptical arches from the roots, focusing on the spiral of her head, leaving it to become smaller than the rest of the surroundings. Her head looms behind the magical curtain. Instead of looking outside at our external environment, we should be feeling within our inner eyes, because it is the mysteries hidden behind the shape of the outside world that is actually generating what's happening in the outside world. Now, this card can also represent an affectionate partner, a kind woman, an artist, a clairvoyant, a healer, an emotional mother, or an unpredictable hypnotic magician who enters our life as a temptress and unleashes emotions hidden deep in our hearts that we need to release. We need to acknowledge and release. We are fascinated, and it makes us emotionally confused by all of this energy. So we are being asked, after coming out of the Two of Wands energy at the beginning of the week, it's going to become more emotional. You're going to have to, again, you've made this choice, you've made this decision at the beginning of the week, and now you've got all of these emotions coming up, and you can feel a bit overwhelmed with all of this water and almost feel like you're drowning in this energy. You are just being asked to stay grounded, take that step back, take a deep breath, make sure that you know which way you want to be sailing through these waters. Okay, don't lose sight of that North Star. Don't lose track of what the big picture is, of what you want to see happening in your life, in your reality. So what are we looking at for the weekend after this kind of craziness with the Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups? We have more wands, we have more fire. This is the Eight of Wands, which represents swiftness. It says Mercury, right? The swift planet, Mercury, in Sagittarius, or the Hebrew letter Hod. These represent speech, light, electricity, energy of high velocity, activity, approaching your goal. These can be letters, messages, communication coming in, rapid movement, boldness, freedom. In the Smith or the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's those 8 wands that are coming through from one side, from the left upper corner into the lower right corner, representing speed of communication, speed of messages, things going super fast. So don't be surprised. Be aware of the fact that after coming out of the Two of Wands energy at the beginning of the week, with all that fire, going into the Queen of Cups energy for the middle of the week, towards the end, with all of that high emotion, that things are just going to take off on the weekend. So I see a surfer riding the wave, right? Taking advantage of this energy, taking advantage. I think the thing that stalemates us the most, the thing that gets us most stuck, is not feeling energy, is feeling like you're kind of stuck in the calms, stuck in the place where there is no wind, there is no current, there is nothing coming in, there is no information coming in. You're going from that to almost the polar opposite extreme. So be ready for it. Get your board out, make sure it's waxed, get your leash on, make sure that you are good to go, because this wave is coming up underneath you and you're going to be able to ride it forward into your dream, into your vision, into what you want to see happen. So, who is the angel that's going to be watching us through all of this? Who do we have? Oh, Angel Rochelle. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Let's read that again, remembering that Wands energy, the Two of Wands energy at the beginning of the week, going into the Queen of Cups energy, and then into the Eight of Wands energy. Rochelle is going to help us, remind us, stay grounded as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart. Prosperity is coming to you now. Everything that you have wanted, everything that you have imagined, more than you can possibly imagine, is coming towards you, available to you. It's like this giant buffet, and you're going to have your choice, have your pick of anything that you want. Be mindful of what you want. Be mindful of what you're reaching out toward. Be mindful of what you're attracting. So that's the energy for the week. That is some craziness, I will admit. But I don't pick the cards. I just ask for the guidance for the week so that we can get this energy reading. So here's the full card spread. I will include this image with a brief summary of the reading for this week in the community pages, so you guys can refer to those for a, check back as the week goes to see how did that go with that Two of Wands energy at the beginning of the week. How did that go with the Queen of Wands energy at the end of the week? How did that Eight of Wands energy go for the weekend? And what was the guidance and clarification? What messages were coming to you through and from Angel Rochelle for the week? So very, very powerful week. We have a lot of opportunities coming to us, a lot of options that are available for us to choose from. We want to always be mindful of that ultimate goal, the ultimate purpose, the ultimate reason why we are doing this to begin with, right? It's not because we like the chaos, it's because we like the results of navigating our lives successfully. So clear eyes, open eyes, two eyes to see the reality of what's going on around us, third eye to see what is happening on that quantum field, that quantum energy realm, and bringing those two into focus, into balance. So I'm excited for the week. It can look kind of crazy if you're just looking at the cards, but knowing the weather, again, we can have our umbrella ready for rain, we can have our parka ready for blizzard, we can have our sunscreen ready for sun. We can be ready to navigate and negotiate through this week. So be blessed. You are more powerful than you realize, and you can totally navigate this. Just keep in mind, you always want to follow love. You always want to follow love coming from your heart, that place of love that starts with self-love and self-acceptance, unconditional love of self, which then allows you to give that same unconditional love to everybody else. So, and that's the reason why everybody's here, is to find their own way to living their most authentic lives, being their most authentic selves, being honest with who you are to you and then to everybody else. So be blessed. Have the most amazing, fantastic week. If you haven't already liked and subscribed and you're still here, I do encourage you to do that. It helps the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find the channel just as you did. I don't make any money from them. This will never be a monetized channel, but it does help get that energy out for the collective as a whole. So you're also welcome to leave comments if you got any kind of specific messages in addition that you feel would help with the collective reading. I encourage you to do that. I love hearing those comments. Every time you guys do that, it's just increasing exponentially the message that is coming out for everybody, for the collective. So I encourage you to do that if you feel so led and so inclined. Have an amazing week. I love you. If no one has told you that recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. I love you. You totally got this. I am excited. Have the most amazing week. Namaste and ciao for now.